Cancer, hello. I wanted to do your reading yesterday and I didn't. But as I was preparing just now, I thought I hit record and I didn't. But when I was preparing to do your reading just now, I closed my eyes and these, I saw this sailboat just sailing in the sun on calm waters in the ocean, just sparkling, glistening, pure water, just relaxed, kicking back, just enjoying, the ride, the sun, and then boom, out of nowhere, rough, choppy waters, everybody scrambling on the boat to try to like manage it on the waves, and then I just I got these at Home Depot, and I used these last night on a little short that I recorded, but I pulled a card from here, just let one fly out, and it was Tahoe blue. So I'm thinking of like Lake Tahoe. Maybe that could be significant for someone, or boats, or I don't know, some kind of I don't know, maybe that could be significant, some kind of hobby with sailboats, or it was specifically a sailboat. And I know Lake Tahoe, probably that's not like, it's a big lake, but you don't go sailing on Lake Tahoe. that's It's actually where I went on my honeymoon, and we're not going to go into that story. That was not a fun. Well, maybe it got brought to my mind for a reason. Uh, on my honeymoon, my now ex-husband, thank you for the lessons. On our honeymoon, we were like on a boat. Actually, we were on a boat in the water with like a little tour group, or I don't know, something that like he was drinking Long Island. I was pregnant with my daughter, but he's like, I wish I'd never married you. I wish I'd never married you. I hate that we got married. When we get home, I want to get it annulled as soon as possible. It was just like, uh, it was just, yeah. Anyway, you do things when you're young. I was so super young when I got married, but maybe your reading is going to bring out some kind of disappointment, because I haven't thought about that in years. So when I kind of detach my emotions from it and I just look at like a newlywed who's excited about the future, and then boom, the crashing waves hit, the storm starts, and it's like you enjoy the warmth of the sun for just a moment, and then it's like a shitstorm for 20 years after that. So maybe somebody is facing disillusionment or disappointment. I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, what do you want to bring up? What do you want to bring up for my Cancers right now? Thank you. Recent past. We have the Hermit in the recent past. I'm hearing shuffles, so we're going to shuffle real quick. Oh, Nine of Cups. Oh my gosh. So this, on the split, this is wish fulfillment, dreams coming true, and the Star in reverse. So this is despair, lack of hope. So it's kind of right in line with my story of like, oh my gosh, I'm getting married, I get to start a family. Like, that's all I ever wanted growing up, was a family of my own. And so it was like this huge wish fulfillment, and then boom, moments later, like despair and the reality of what I was really getting myself into hit like a storm out of nowhere. Okay, so recent past, we have the Hermit. Hermit signifies going within, solitude, spiritual wisdom. Okay, what else? What do we need to know for Cancer coming up on the horizon? Okay. And the Road. There's that Seven of Cups again. I read that wrong. I read that as Nine of Cups. That Seven of Cups is dreams, which still applies to my story, but kind of head in the clouds, daydreaming, dreaming of the possibilities of what could be. Show me the obstacle. And the Sunrise, please. We have here peeking through, we have the Six of Cups, which is like reciprocity, support, generosity. All right. And on the bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. What you don't see coming, if you are feeling lack, despair, like your dreams are being crushed out of nowhere, or like the life is just throwing you wave upon wave upon wave of like stormy waters, the Wheel of Fortune's on the bottom of the deck. So it's turning in your favor. I know you may not see it now or feel it now, but please have hope that everything is temporary, nothing is forever. Oh my gosh. I love this. I love this. Everything is temporary, nothing is forever. This is the Five of Pentacles. This represents pain, sadness, feeling rejected, left out in the cold, just destitute, like down on your luck, your lowest low. There's your lowest low in reverse. Better finances, feeling whole again, feeling secure. Just the opposite of feeling totally destitute and depressed. So this is luck, triumph, recovery, and the Wheel of Fortune. This is destined, fate. You've been dealt enough shit in your life. It's time for you to experience, a run of good luck, per se. Okay, so that's what you don't see coming, is a major turnaround for yourself. I love that so much. And I love this deck. I think it's Gianna Lucci. I'd have to look on my Instagram. But these, you can find these on, oh, yeah. I don't know the name of the deck, but look up Gianna Lucci. I love these cards that she made. I found them on Kickstarter, and then my payment failed, so I had to buy them way later on Etsy. But I love these cards so much. I think it's nostalgic for me to my childhood, because I grew up in like church, and we had little felt boards with like the stories of the parables and Jesus and Bible stories, Okay, so in the past, we have the Hermit, which represents, again, like spiritual wisdom. He's carrying the star. So even when the night seems dark, there seems like there's no hope, the star represents hope. The star is hope, enlightenment, healing. So even in the midst of your dark night of the soul, there is hope, there's healing, there's enlightenment, and you don't need anyone outside of yourself. This is all about solitude, going within, soul searching. So in the recent past, you may have been, maybe you purposely withdrew or took yourself out of a situation in order to put yourself in the energy of the Hermit. You know what, I feel like getting some of these cards. Hold on one sec. Oh, I'm hearing yes to this deck too. Okay. Oh, and it flipped out upside down. So, and it's like a 4-leaf clover, and it's being down on your luck. Then I guess you were down on your luck in the past. What else about this past position for Cancer? Work, something to do with work. So but a new path is opening up to you of transformation, which is totally in alignment with, fate, the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor, better finances, better luck, better everything, better health, just a whole new disposition, a new look on life. 6. Okay. We have the number 8 on here. It's the number of self, the number of 8. Okay, and it says, in the pursuit of victory, one must be willing to step out of their comfort zone, take risks, and embrace uncertainty with courage and determination. So if you're feeling like you're in a period of lack or just hitting, wall after wall after wall, it's time for you to take a risk. And or maybe you're not hitting wall after wall. Maybe you're just in this like coma of complacency in your life. There's no forward movement, but there's no backward movement. There's no movement at all. And that's not, I don't want to say it's a bad thing, because growth is not always measured by what you can see. Roots grow deep and you don't see anything on the surface. But this is speaking to your comfort zone. So if you feel comfortable but not fulfilled, that's what this is speaking to. Then it's time to take a risk and step into the unknown with courage, determination. And having courage doesn't mean you're not afraid. It means doing it anyways. Okay, so in the past there was some kind of unlucky, just disappointment when it came to things in regards to your work. I still want to pull more cards on that. I'm going to get my tiny tarot. Hang on one sec. Show me more about this past situation. Any more details? We have a little devil card. So, yeah, maybe some negative thinking, stuck in patterns, stuck on a loop. Two of Wands in reverse, few options, fear of the unknown. But this is overcoming fear. The Moon in reverse is finding out the truth, overcoming fear. Page of Cups in reverse is kind of childish energy, immature energy. Yeah, so I'm just going to say you're growing. You're literally growing. Like in the past, you maybe had a more of a lack mindset or a fearful childlike, like, oh, I'm scared. Maybe stuck in a loop from your childhood or some negative tape going on in through your mind that kept you stuck in a place that really wasn't healthy for you, whether it be job, love, whatever. Something in your past wasn't healthy for you and you chose to overcome fear and put yourself into a safe container where you could literally go within and block the rest of the world out and do your own healing. And I'm really proud of you because that is not easy to do. And coming up on the horizon, we have the Four of Pentacles. This signifies stability, security. And it's these dreams. It's the knowing you have options, knowing that you're not stuck, overcoming that negative mindset, that you were trapped in the past, that there was no way out. And honestly, going back to my story, Lake Tahoe on my honeymoon with my new husband telling me he hated me and wished he never married me, like the day before. It's crazy. But I felt stuck because I was 6 months pregnant and I had this mindset back then, and this is years ago. My gosh, 20 years have gone by. That was 20 years ago. This was years ago, and I'm a different person now. And so the childishness, the immaturity that I speak to it's not a bad thing. It's just, it is what it is. It's where you are before you go through life, and life forces you to grow and shift your perspective on things. So what I'm trying to say is I felt stuck because I was pregnant, because I was young. I was 20, 21, 20, I don't know how old I was, in my early 20s. I was young, insecure, totally super, super like religious in a not a good way, like in a learned helplessness kind of a way, where you just wait, oh, God's going to fix this, while my husband's shooting a gun at me and beating me up for 10 years. You know what I mean? Like major abuse. And I was stuck in this victim mindset of this, it is what it is, I'm stuck. But you, Cancer, are breaking those chains, and you realize, look at even the stance. I'm not even seeing that this is like the devil as the antagonist here. This is you breaking these chains and breaking free. Like, you're like, watch me, hold my beer, watch me bust out of this prison. And you overcome your fears, you overcome all the bad luck, whatever, if it's something to do with work, whatever it is in the past. But you put yourself in a place of healing, you put yourself on a different trajectory in your life. So, and you're moving towards stability and security. I love that. And it's your dreams. Your dreams have cracked wide open. You have said something happened. Maybe there was a catalyst where you realized that you have all these, you're not stuck. You're not. No one's ever stuck. It's such a mind fuck when we think that we are. I have to look at my time where I'm at on this. It's so hard for me because I just want to go in depth really bad, but I'm trying to get consistent with YouTube. So I'm going to keep things simple and I think I'll start doing extendeds. I don't know, but let's dive back in here. So you are moving towards stability, towards security. I do want to pull some cards on that. Okay, which deck is calling out to me? This one? Show me the stability and the security here on the horizon for Cancer. Oh my gosh. Same exact card. The moon in reverse. Overcoming fear, overcoming anxiety, bringing to light like hidden emotions, hidden things, hidden fears. There's that Buddhist quote that says three things cannot long be hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. So you're shining light on whether it be limiting beliefs, lies that you've like held on to that have, kept you imprisoned and stuck as a victim. You're getting unstuck. Here's the Eight of Swords. This is feeling stuck, trapped, hopeless, helpless. This is exactly what I was saying about that learned helplessness. Look at the ocean. There's ocean water here. So there's definitely a recurring theme of like ocean, water, maybe emotions, because water can signify like, the emotional depth of things. Let me get one more card here. Oh, okay. We're not getting one more card. We're getting three more cards. All right. And the Three of Pentacles is all about coming together and working. This is like oftentimes known as like a coworker card, or it just means getting together with others to build something and to make a plan. Teamwork, focused effort, but this card, usually it shows more than one person. This is just one solitary person here building. Interesting. So maybe this is not about working with others. This is about you. And what he's constructing here is a star. This looks like a home reno, like a remodeling type thing, or maybe a craft. So he's just focused, and there's no one else beside him. This otter is just focused on creating hope, stability, security. That's what we're clarifying right now. And so it's overcoming fear, getting yourself unstuck, realizing that you have the supplies and the tools that you need to create this vision and to bring it to life. Oh, it looks like kind of like a mosaic wall. Oh my gosh, after heartache. This is Three of Swords. Betrayal, heartache, sadness, just absolute pain, heartbreak. Usually, a lot of times, this is like something broke your heart, but you're getting unstuck and you're bossing up in a big way, and you're literally like creating stability out of thin air. Queen of Pentacles, very grounded energy. It's a peacock. Peacocks are very lucky. This is just really grounding yourself and getting your head out of the clouds. I mean, this served its purpose, having your head in the clouds, like realizing you don't have to stay stuck, you have all these options. But then you back to that, which is beautiful energy, to have the ability to dream and then back it with action. And that's what I'm seeing here is every single step that you take forward, every small action you take is literally freeing you from the past. This is beautiful energy. This is what's happening right now for you. You're choosing to say, fuck fear. I am the queen. In energy, it's just energy. It doesn't necessarily mean like literal man or woman. We all have masculine energy, feminine energy. Me as a single mom my whole life, it's like I realized I was totally in my masculine energy way too much in survival mode, trying to like work 3 jobs, pay the bills, whatever, but like this is feminine energy, but this is very grounded energy. This is very nurturing energy. And I want to say nurturing of self. She looks like she takes great care of herself. She's got this beautiful sari, like this, beautiful dress, beautiful feather, like very peacock energy. Like, I know I'm the shit. Watch me. Watch me whip. Watch me nay nay. Why am I singing that song? And then Three of Pentacles, focused effort. Yeah, so maybe you're focused on just building your own empire. Maybe you've stepped away from traditional work, slave labor. I did. I was here in Texas, $2.13 an hour to wait tables. Bartending is like, usually, it depends on the place, but around like $5 an hour. So it's bullshit. It's just slave labor. You show up for work and you're there. You're scheduled until they say you can leave at 1, 2, 3 in the morning. And you're cleaning, deep cleaning, and it's crazy. And it depends on tips, but because it's so cheap to have staff, they overstaff it, so they get very few tables to make your tips because there's so many people to divvy those up. So it's like, I don't know why I'm relating my own stuff right now, but maybe you're saying no to traditional 9-to-5 work, or like something that feels like you are trapped and have to answer to someone else's schedule. I don't know. I just feel this energy of just transmuting this pain and saying, fuck you, fear. I'm not going to be a prisoner to this anymore. Whether it's a mindset, literal like environment, a relationship, whatever it is, you are your own savior. You are getting yourself unstuck, and by pouring into yourself and by making your vision come to life, your dreams come to life. The obstacle is the King of Swords in reverse. This could be another person. This is masculine energy. It could be your own energy. This is very, swords is air. So this is very like in your head, in your mind. Maybe you're overthinking. Look at all the numbers. In reverse, this is kind of like my abusive masculine card when it's reversed, because it's someone who's very cutting with their tongue, with their words. King of Swords in reverse is very cold, detached, zero emotion, very abusive, verbally abusive at least, at bare minimum. I mean, not that any abuse is okay, but this is in your challenge position, and I do want to clarify that. And I'm going to clarify it with, I just got this masculine deck, and this card fell. Secure relationship, having insight, mutual understanding. I don't know what that will apply to, but we're going to just set it aside. Show me this King of Swords in reverse and the obstacles. Is there any clue here to this masculine energy? The rock star. I've never seen this one. He's singing in the shower, and anyway, it says the rock star, wild and free-spirited. He'll serenade you tonight, forget you by the morning. Interesting. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the philosopher. Deep, contemplative, questions everything, including your plans tonight. What's jumping out to me is these are both in the bathroom. So whoever this person is, they ain't shit. Or they are shit. Or this could be someone who is very selfish, puts themselves above, just always, zero consideration for others. This makes me think of someone who's not even, they don't even need the toilet. They just sit in here for hours, and they're just, and people are like banging on the door like, let me in, I need to use the bathroom. And they're just there. They don't care. They don't care what other people need. They're the shit. But they're not. He'll serenade you tonight and forget you by morning. That's so funny. Why would this be? These are just clues. Take what resonates. But I was kind of feeling like this was like a person outside of you. What is this a love situation? Let me. Well, yeah, because this love card flipped out. So, but this doesn't strike me. This energy doesn't match up. This is secure relationship, mutual understanding, having insight. Or maybe just the fact having insight, realizing that they aren't ever going to care about you the way you want them to care about you. But let me grab, let's see if we can get some more details. Give me more info on this King of Swords. Give it time. Everything in divine timing, let things flow. Okay, well, maybe they're not vacation. You'll be traveling soon. Okay, well, maybe your obstacle here is to let this person go temporarily. Maybe they're not like this villain. Oh my gosh, you know what I have? My friend just mailed me these. I have a Disney villains deck. What else can we learn about this masculine who's serenades you in one moment and the next they forget about you, and then they're just a deep thinker, questions everything. Okay. Oh, what? Look at, there's a sailor behind that. I feel like there's like a sailor theme here. That's so crazy. Adventurous. Okay, we'll put that on my little Tahoe card. But these bathroom cards of this dude, whoever this is, you got to let them go for now. Just agree to disagree, or whatever this mutual understanding is. Give it time. And then let's use the Disney villain deck to clarify the King of Swords in reverse. What is, oh, okay. Before I even get the Queen of Cups. And again with the ocean theme. I'm telling you, there's a recurring theme of water and ocean. Okay, we're good on time. So we have the Queen of Cups, Ursula. You know, and with the serenading, this person serenades you and then forgets you, and then this is, you know, the Little Mermaid, Ursula, steals her voice. So maybe singing, song, maybe someone you, I don't know. Okay, what else? Five of Wands in reverse. Teamwork, solutions, or exhaustion. I'm not sure. We'll find out. Woo! We have Five of Cups. King of Cups. Wow. Holy shit. This is a divine counterpart. Same exact. They're both cups. The King and the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is right side up, so she is... Actually, she came out on her side, but when they point to the right, you go right side up, and left is upside down. So anyway, she came out right side up. Maybe she's on the verge of becoming too emotionally dependent on this. Yeah, maybe that's why you're being asked to let this go. Give it time. And pour into yourself, into building your own empire, into, yeah, this self energy. Because this is normally shows other people, but this is making plans, following through, creating a vision, Queen of Pentacles, owning your shit, standing in your power. Don't lose your power. Like, check yourself emotionally with whoever this King of Swords is. Somebody who's an overthinker in their head. The shadow aspects. It's interesting that both masculine cards came out upside down. So someone, and it's not your problem. Like, this is not you. It's not your energy. It's not your problem to fix. It's not your problem to address. Your problem is, or your obstacle to overcome is to focus on you. You're exhausted. Whatever the situation is, it's exhausting. Look at this sadness. More ocean imagery here. Five of Cups represents sadness, depression, just focusing on the negative, like everything that you've lost. Grief, despair, loneliness. Give it time. Just give it time. Put a pin in it. Set it on the back burner for now. Don't worry about it. It's exhausting you and it's draining you, and you're like, you were tilting. It's like you were, yeah. So whoever this masculine is, your obstacle is to let that go for now. Not for forever. You can let it go for now. That's fine. Oh my gosh. And on the bottom of the deck is that card, the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Both in the same exact position. Things are going to get better. Everything's going to get better. Just focus on you. Focus on building. The Wheel of Fortune, everything's going to be bright and beautiful and fun. And the fact that it's a gumball machine that's very like childlike, nostalgic, like playfulness, fun, it's going to return to your life. So let's just steer yourself away from the choppy waters, away from all that sadness. Put your focus on yourself, on your building your own dreams, your own empire. This is better health, better finances, better luck, better everything. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. Karma, fate, destiny is in your favor. And the outcome, the ultimate outcome is the Hierophant. Okay, we're going to clarify this because this could be a marriage card, or it could represent like a spiritual teacher, enlightenment. Let's go ahead and clarify. I just don't know which deck I want to use. This one, okay. What is the Hierophant? I can't even talk. What is the Hierophant here in my outcome position? That's beautiful. Okay, so we have this is so great. Okay. Strength in reverse. 10 of Wands in reverse. But the 8 of Swords. This brings your whole reading full circle to the 8 of Swords over here where you felt stuck and trapped. Where was it? I can't even remember where it was. You had the Eight of Swords right here. Same card, but this is flipped upside down. So when it's right side up, it means you're stuck, you're trapped, you're hopeless, you're helpless. This is taking your power back. It came out reversed, which means freedom, breaking free, and that's exactly what this whole reading is about, is putting an end to the struggle. The Ten of Wands, heavy, burdensome, long journey. Like, it's just too, it's so stressful. Whatever you're dealing with, it's just too much. And it's causing self-doubt, insecurity. It's, yeah, and you're saying, fuck that. I'm not, maybe it's mirroring something in your past, but you've placed yourself on the path of enlightenment, and you're leveling up in a major way. From the Hermit to the Hierophant is huge. So spiritual enlightenment, I'm not going with marriage on this reading. This is all about the self. And remember, we had the number 8 on this card. It's all about the self. So since we're talking about self, we're going to do a self-love card to close this out. You know what's funny about this deck? This is actually a shower deck. And remember, we have this shower card? Well, here. Let me first read. I breathe in confidence and I exhale fear. But these are, you pick your card, wet the card, and attach it to the shower surface so that you have, so they stick. I actually used to put these on my mirror in my bathroom. But like, this is not a tarot deck. This is for the shower. And here we have this person who's overlooking you, or they make you feel special in one breath and then the next you don't exist, you know? So it's like, no, my confidence doesn't come from any external force or person or place or thing. My confidence is knowing that I am one of a kind. I am who I am, and what I carry, who I am, what I have is irreplaceable. It's sacred. It's, my soul chose to come here at this very moment in time, at this juncture in all of cosmic history, you know, where like you have a purpose. And even if you don't know what your purpose is, just the fact that you're here, breathing, living life, every step you take is just like boom, boom, light, light, like shooting out rays of just energy, of hope, you know, uplifting people around you, whether you realize it or not. So breathe in confidence, exhale fear. You are literally leveling up to a spiritual teacher, spiritual guide, from a hermit, you know, from going within to sharing the wisdom that you learn and glean. And as far as this masculine energy that's got you in your feelers or feeling sad or hopeless about whatever that situation is, just give it time. Give it time, baby cakes. I love you. And okay, I think we're good. I stood up to check my, because I'm recording on my iPhone now instead of with a webcam like I used to. And I got a new phone for like the first time in like 5 years. It's crazy. But I stood up to check the time because I can't see what you see. And this deck caught my eye. So let's see. Let's close out with a question for yourself. Go within. Self-reflection deck, right? Okay. It says take 3 deep breaths before answering the next question. Okay, and when I just want to, like, when you inhale through your nose, fill your diaphragm, your lungs, just 4 slow counts. Ready? I'll count. You breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. 1, 2. Push out. Just release as long as you can until you can't push any more air out. That's what I do. All right. And if you haven't heard of Wim Hof, he's like my favorite guru on breathing techniques. But it says take 3 deep breaths before answering the next question. So we're going to draw one more. Oh, no, we're going to look at the bottom of the deck, actually. Ooh, this is juicy. What is my most toxic trait that I can admit to? Where do I think it stems from? Wow. Okay, Spirit's not playing around. We're going deep. All right, so that's your question. That's your homework. What is your most toxic trait? And you can be flippant and silly about it, but really, if you truly go within, like I know you are right now, and really face that, and get to the root. Look at this little plant here, get to the root of where that comes from, and then you flip it, rewire that belief in your system. No longer a problem, no longer steering this ship. And you're already doing it. You've already recognized you don't belong in some kind of situation, and you're taking yourself out of it. You're putting a pin in things, anything that competes with your peace or that puts you in energy that's, I mean, you put yourself, it's your choice, but anything that's not protecting your peace, move away from that, pour into yourself, and you're doing it. You're doing it. Exhale fear, breathe in confidence. Where's my peacock? I just saw her. Okay, there she is. You're doing it. You're pouring into yourself. You're building. You're creating. And that is beautiful transmutation. That is alchemy. That is magical. I love you. Mwah, mwah. I hope this reading blessed you. Oh, something new I want to start doing. I want to start doing free readings for people. So once a week, I'll just randomly draw from, I don't know. Once a week I'm going to go through the comments and because I'm so early in my stages of building, so I don't have a lot of people. So let's say, you know what, since there's been an ocean theme here, drop a wave emoji for me. So if you want to be considered for a free reading, just drop some waves, some kind of, or anything really. It doesn't have to be waves. Any ocean themed emojis in the comments, and I will put your name in a hat. And with it, maybe nobody else does it, so maybe you're the only one. But yeah, definitely I'll do a free in-depth reading for someone, for whoever does the ocean themed emojis. We'll do one. I'll draw one person from this comment thread. Let's say Sunday. I'll do it Sunday. All right. I love you. I love you. I love you. And thank you for all your support, or even if you've made it this far, I appreciate it. And I really hope this spoke to somebody's heart and gives you hope that you're never stuck. You're on the right path. Give things time. Focus on you. Like really extravagantly focus on you. Confidence. Build your confidence. That's what I'm doing right now too. I'm working on my confidence. So, interesting. And it's so funny because if I'm totally honest, I'll be answering this question for sure. And if I'm totally honest, this reading actually struck a chord with me in my own heart. So yeah. And if you really feel brave, you can drop in the comments, what you feel your most toxic trait is, and how you're looking at it with a new perspective now, and how you can change it from something that's holding you back towards power that's propelling you forward. Because this is what's coming. Freedom. Leveling up in a major way. Not a small way. This is the Hierophant. Spiritual teacher. Spiritual guide. Like, you're leveling up in a major, major way. So, have faith. Grab onto confidence. Do it afraid. You've got this. I love you.